What got you to 5 million is exactly what's stopping you from getting to 50. On today's episode of Blunt on Business, we are going to go directly and immediately into a quick congratulations on getting to 5 million. But if you don't figure out how to get to 50 in this economy, you're going to get kicked in the pants. And, well, let's just avoid that right after this intro. The Blunt on Business podcast is brought to you by...
You're ready to hire a sales rep. Now what? EdgeGTM.ai Sales Ops gives you everything. A sales department manual, a live dashboard, comp plan mapping, deal review scoring, rep activity guide, and weekly coaching from your own AI sales ops consultant. 1 intake, 5 outputs, 1 week. The link's in the description to watch the demo.
So let's go right into why what it took to get you to 5 million is not going to get you to 50. 1, revenue operations. It needs to evolve. You kind of know this already though, right? If you got to 5 million, then you weren't just founder-led sales driven, smart, but at under 5 million, you're reacting when you have to take the leadership hat off and you have to manage, which is typically every day. It's a reaction. At 5 million, it needs to be systemized. What is likely to happen? What are the likely pitfalls? What are the likely challenges? How do I proactively address them? You, the systems in your business, have to be the precursor, right? Because you cannot afford headaches where you're going. You need to be lean. You don't need a bunch of stupid ideas that cost you and don't impact top or bottom line. But at the same time, you really need to get out of the reactive, emotional, oh my God stage. I don't know how you got to 5 million in your feelings, but your feelings, leave them home, right? How you impact the customer is what we care about. So your revenue operations need to grow the hell up and get you out of the reacting to crap seat where systems are in place to proactively manage the business. 2, creative visibility across the entire company. I'm going to say that again after a sip of coffee. The importance of creating visibility across the company is everything for 2 reasons. 1, if your value proposition is a unique value proposition, which means it contains a differentiator that sets you apart from your competitors. If any department in your business is not aware of what that unique value proposition is, then they're not living for it. They're not delivering to it. And what you're promising is likely not what's being delivered. You got a brand problem. You got a reviews problem. You have a client perception problem. And if you don't fix it quick, you're going to have a goddamn poverty problem. But you'll see me every now and then. I only come to McDonald's for French fries, but you can serve them to me if you fail at this thing. Cool. Center your business around the unique value proposition you offer, which means transparency. There are no effing silos in your business. You can't afford silos. You know how much a silo costs? Okay? You can't afford silos in your business. Everybody needs to understand what the vision is, and the vision is to deliver the unique value proposition to everybody who will pay for it. Zoom in on that ICP. If you don't know your freaking ICP, you're not watching this video. Just turn your computer or your phone off, please. zoom in on how you help your ICP. This is not a product development class, so we're not talking about product market fit. You didn't do that. You need one of those little nonprofits that help startups open a bread and company or something. I don't know. Anyway, the key to this, the byproduct of this, of the transparency, of the tearing down of silos, the byproduct of this is the alignment of 3 key departments: customer success, which is fulfillment, right? And production, right? Customer success, sales, without whom there's no revenue, and marketing, without whom there are no leads for sales. If everybody's not on the same freaking page, which was fine when you were at 1 million, but at 5, 10, and 20, I wish you freaking would. Tear down the silos, get your internal organization aligned around what you deliver better than anyone else or more uniquely than anyone else, and keep everybody on the same page. That alignment will enhance user experience and drive more business through your door. Okay? So that's the revenue operations evolution that needs to take place, right? I want to check, do we have any questions from our viewers on YouTube right now? And we don't. All right. Part 2, the metrics that matter. I'm going to run through this because this is heavy. 1, pipeline coverage and pipeline quality. How do we accomplish this? CRM. If you don't have a growexpand.com/CRM running in your business, I don't know how the hell you got to 5 million. I really don't know how you got to 5 million. But understanding the pipeline, understanding what you need to do every morning to close deals and service deals and move them forward. That's your morning. If you're not doing that, like, oh my God, Jim, Kurt, we're being invaded. Like, stop. You're screwing up completely. So pipeline coverage and pipeline quality. What's pipeline quality, Rich? Okay. Pipeline quality is marketing generating leads that actually turn into clients. No, we got a problem with marketing. We need to have a meeting. If marketing is generating leads that turn into clients, but we're not converting enough leads into clients, we got a problem with sales. If marketing is generating leads and sales is closing these leads and these people all bail within the first year, we have a problem with customer success. You clear? Good. Forecast accuracy, customer acquisition cost, sales cycle. No expert. I mean, Jesus, I'm a God, lowercase g. You're the big G. Love you. I'm a God at sales cycle efficiency. Making it efficient, yeah. Eradicating it, oh my God. What were you, at a Grant Cardone conference? Nobody's 10xing a business unless you're the inventor of AI, and yeah, please. Making your sales cycle efficient is something you need to watch. A founder is going to have a shorter sales cycle than his sales and marketing department. You know why? Because everybody loves talking to the boss. But you damn well didn't get to 5 million with everybody talking to the boss. Okay? And last but not least, revenue per employee. This is a full RevOps secret ingredient hack. There is no way you're scaling up if you don't know what everyone generates or what the efficiency of a role provides towards the company. Top line revenue or minimizing expenses towards the bottom line. Those are the two things we want to know. So revenue per employee is everything. Okay? We're not buying systems and installing crap that we don't need because other people are doing it. Let them be inefficient. Under 5 to 10 million, we're not installing trashy operating systems that, no, you're fine. You got to 5 million. You're fine. We're going to tighten up the belt and we're going to do some very key things in the infrastructure. Third and final section, what are we doing to the infrastructure? CRM. Being disciplined from the CEO to sales to marketing to customer success. Being disciplined about the CRM, what goes in it, the quality of the pipeline it contains, customer success, aware of what people were promised when they were sold, so that we can make sure we're delivering on promises. What did people say they actually wanted? What were their real must-haves in order to sign that contract? Because now that they've signed it, guess who better deliver it? So CRM discipline is everything, and it's not just a sales thing. Okay, growexpand.com/CRM. 2, standardizing the sales process. At the 1 million mark, a smart CEO is bringing in someone like Rich Laster to kind of systemize the sales process. Take what they do in 1 to 4 months and crystallize what actually works, what actually moves these people from curious to prospect to lead to client. Then I'm gonna roll my sleeves up, player coach it, and see if it works. Now we know exactly what the sales process is for somebody like me. Guess what? That's the best sales process you can frickin' hope for. What I'm going to do next is coach who you're going to bring in full time to do the sales activity so that they are pulling the same triggers and pressing the same buttons that I pulled and pressed. Why? Because you want an efficient sales process. Anybody telling you they can cut your sales process in half, they smoke crack and they're hoping you do too. This is a lie. Total bull. Ooh, and it stinks. You want your sales process efficient. Standardize that sales process. Define when. And this is why everybody, sales, marketing, and customer success, everybody's in that CRM. When is a lead handed off to sales? That should be defined. When is customer success involved in a lead becoming a client? That should be defined. This is part of the sales process. These key handoffs. Get this right. Because getting to 50 million is way easier, far easier than getting to 5, unless you're somebody else. If you're guessing at revenue operations, if you're making your organization top heavy, if you have more meetings than you've ever had, but revenue hasn't doubled like your staff has, you should feel stupid. Just take solace in the fact that you're not and get on the ball. Now that we've clarified all of this, we've also clarified the role of RevOps in your company and what you need to be doing to really rock and roll and move the needle forward for your clients and everyone else that buys from you. ICP is first, always. I love our time together. This is Rich Laster with growexpand.com, and this has been a wonderful episode of Blown on Business. I gave away a lot in just 15 minutes, and now we're going to pass it to our sponsor.
A bit about our company. We produce strategies and deploy experts to grow your business revenue. The success of our clients is a direct result of the 25+ years of sales and marketing experience of our founder, Rich Laster. We take the guesswork out of increasing your revenue. Our reputation is built on results, not another roll of the dice with your marketing budget. Visit growexpand.com to learn how.